any kind of Freudian connection. But it's true, though. You look at the way in serial killing stuff, look at the modality. How did they do it? This isn't a strangle. This was something. I don't want to go into detail, but look what Ted Bundy did. It will keep you up at night.
Do you think Diddy's going to beat this then?
No. Sadly, no. I mean, when I say beat it, for them to acquit of everything, I mean, it could be. But something tells me when you're at that level, I'm afraid it takes a great jury and a great lawyer and a great facts to be able to sit. It could happen, though. Put it this way. The prosecutor is thinking, what are we doing? And the lead saying, what are you doing? Do you have the right case? Why are you trying the Cassie case again? What does this have to do with this? What are you doing? Why did you put on somebody who said that we gave immunity to somebody who did this to her? What are you doing? This is a simple thing. 1, 2, 3. Put on the evidence and go home. That's it. End of discussion.
Why do you think Diddy hasn't ratted out the rest of Hollywood yet?
What is he going to do? What is he going to do? Okay, all right. Let me go, and I'll tell you what you want to know. What do you want to know about other people? We're not interested in them. Okay, let's say so-and-so. Just think of some big rapper. Just anybody that comes to your mind. Don't mention it. Just think, right? Probably the name I'm thinking. Let's assume he says that. And they say, well, what are we going to do with that? Are you saying he's into trafficking? No. You mean he's a scumbag? Yeah. Well, we knew that. Well, did he kill anybody? What do they have on it? Well, he's a lot of underage. That's no. Now, if you said, well, I'll tell you one thing. Let's say Tupac, he was the Unabomber. Now that would be good. Or he's a serial killer, or he's a drug dealer. But he's a dirtbag who takes advantage of women. Can you work on that a little bit more? That's not exactly rare. What's he gonna give up? What's he gonna get? What is he gonna say? Who? Well, the Yorkshire Ripper. Yeah, that's not him. It's that would be good. See, people always think that there's this exchange. I'll give up somebody. Who's bigger than Diddy? He's the man of the hour. And very frankly, I don't know if the people who are bringing this can really say, in terms of the hierarchy of famous people, who's bigger than Diddy. They might think he's the biggest. I don't know. They've had their chance. They brought this stuff up. The thing is, why him? Why? Of all the people and why even bother? Why is he so important? Nobody was complaining about this. Nobody was talking about the freak-offs. It's a bunch of rappers. Nobody cares. Did he upset somebody? Is he the living legend where they say, remember what they did to Diddy? Cooperate. That doesn't make any sense to me. What's so special about him? He's nothing. Now, if Bob Iger, the head of Sony Records, that might be big, I guess. But him, I still frankly don't get it.
Did he upset Diageo, which is approximately 10% owned by BlackRock?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so why aren't J-Lo and Diddy being charged for the nightclub shooting of Netanya Rubin? Because there was a fall guy who did 10 years for that one.
Yeah. Well, you got right to that one.
We had Netanya on, and
I remember that one.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Can any statement that was taken in a civil lawsuit be used in his current trial?
Sure. If it's hearsay, especially if it was in court, if it was sworn to, oh yeah, absolutely.
Will any of his sons be made or asked to testify?
If they have something to refute, chances are they would have been on a witness list. You would have known about it ahead of time. Now, all of a sudden, if surprise witnesses come up, where you can say, hey, you brought up something which I didn't think we'd go there. I want to bring my son up as a rebuttal witness. And then, by the way, you know what the rebuttal of the rebuttal is? It's called surrebuttal. We can go back and forth. So So witness lists are always, you kind of know where this is going. Plus, you want the other side to know. Remember, in court, you don't want to surprise anybody. You want to say, I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring on his son, who happened to be there. And you can try to impeach him all you want. Are you his son? Yep. And you love your father? Yep. And I was there. And that didn't happen. And let me also tell you, who knows? I mean, and wait till they start getting people to maybe later on in his case in chief. Remember, opening statement, both sides. Prosecution goes first. They call their first witness, direct examination, cross-examination from the defense. Call the next witness, direct examination, cross-examination. After they're done with their case, they rest. The prosecution rests. The government rests. They make a motion for a judgment of acquittal, which is almost 100% denied. Then the defense puts its case in chief on. And it can rebut. It can bring up questions. It can just tear Cassie apart. You can go berserk with this one. People said this didn't happen. Things that Cassie said. What if Cassie said, for example, you see this video? You know what this video is? $20 million. That's what it is. Who knows? If I could start whittling away and have that jury say, you're wasting my time with these thugs and kids and these miserable spoiled brats. I don't want to be a part of this. And then at the end, closing argument. See? Out of all the cases, terrorism, international traffic, real trafficking, we're here for this? You know how much this is costing people? I mean, this is terrorism. Anyway.
Why can't they make Rico stick for transporting kids?
Where are the kids? Where are they? I mean, yeah, you can, but I want somebody to sit there and say, this is what happened. They didn't even make that case clear in the Ghislaine case. Remember, if you want to do it, you can go to charities, you can go to the federal government, the people who brought kids in, cartels who brought kids in, unaccompanied minors. Oh, it's being done all the time. You can go to churches, you can go to, name it. There are places where it happens all the time. And Las Vegas, escort service, I don't know in the UK, but here in New York, every block, there are nail salons. Chinese, Asian, Mexican. And they have these little licenses with their pictures and their name. Now, I don't want to sound crude, but I swear to God, it's the same picture. I can't tell one from the other. And they're there, and they come and they go, and nobody checks. All these girls who come in, there's more. And labor trafficking is huge. Not the stuff you're thinking of. Labor trafficking. Anybody going after that? Nope. You're going after Diddy? He made more. Remember that thing again. He's made more millionaires than you can imagine.
Why do you think a few 50-year-old jury persons were taken? Because they knew the times culture when we were young?
I have most judges will say, unless there is some serious impediment to you, you're going to be fine. And I really think that jurors, every time somebody's come up with a rule that says, well, they're this and that, they turn out to be terrific. Every rule I've seen, as long as there's something not, as long as they listen, I don't want independent. And the thing is, if you get the chance to voir dire or to question them, the most important question I have, if I could ask just one question, Mr. Attwood, let's say it's Friday and everybody wants to go home and it's 11-1 guilty, but you're not buying it. You have a reasonable doubt. And they say, come on, let's go. We've been here the whole time. 11 of us, just do it. Do it. Do you have pride? Would you be just as proud as to say, yeah, I was a holdout, even though they'll keep it from the world, but yeah, I did. Can you look and if you think you know pressure, oh, you ain't seen nothing because God knows what. Will you promise me that you will maintain the courage and your oath. And all of them say, you know what? Not only will he do that, but I'll do that. Because you're reminding him, that's what I want. Remember, I want to win. You know how I win? Reasonable doubt. Either an acquittal or a hung jury. I want them I want to short circuit this legally. I want them to say, I don't know, one juror, one count, one. That's it. It's got to be unanimous. That's all I want to do. Or if that fails, get them on appeal.
Thank you, Lionel. You've answered all of the sensible questions. What can the viewers look forward to on your channel?
Tonight at 7 our time, I'm doing this. I'm devoting because I think people love this. And let me tell you something. When it comes to this subject matter, the hell with Harvey Levin, you demand. That's all I'm going to say. You are it. And nobody is able to take this story and to take it from to basically dissect it. So congratulations to you, dear friend.
Well, cheers, and thanks for coming on. And we hope to see you soon, because this is going to be running, isn't it, for the next few weeks? So,
well, you know how to reach me. All the best. And to your wonderful family of viewers, thank you. All the best. Follow me at Lionel Nation. Have a great day, sir.
Cheerio to you and Lynn. Thank you.
Indeed.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Bye. What a phenomenal guest, folks. Thank you for tuning in. We did get through all of the Lionel questions. There was a few little questions outstanding that I can go over right now. When am I going to get some UK crime podcasts again? So we're doing a series with Charlie Seeger, old school Liverpool gangster. We've done part 3 with him, has just come out a couple of weeks ago. And I'm filming with 2 former prison officers at the end of this week. So we do have some more UK crime podcast stuff coming out. Doreen is asking about the birthing center on Epstein Island. Doreen, I just interviewed Juliet Bryant, who was with Epstein and Maxwell for almost 2 years. And she's talking about the birthing center. She's talking about traveling the world with Bill Clinton, Kevin Spacey, etc. Gets into some insane details that we've never heard before. And that podcast should be coming out next week. All right. So a lot of celebrities hide under charities for children. Look at the United Nations. I was watching a podcast about them today, and the guest was talking about how in countries where people are starving to death, they go to the United Nations for food, and these predators who are embedded tell the mom, right, pick one of your kids in exchange for giving us this food that's going to save your kids' lives. And the mom's basically got to tell one of the kids to take one for the team, and the absolute devastation that causes. And these charities and foreign aid entities, apparently, this guest said, have got bigger reach for predators than the Catholic Church. So I was mortified hearing this today, and I'm going to try and get that guest on. Will the CCTV off when Diddy is unalived? Just like Jeffrey, yes, Bill, that is the play. That's how they do it, and the guards have to fall asleep simultaneously as well. Let me see if there's any other final questions before I get on to maths. Nope, I think we've answered all of them, folks. We have possibly got Kirby Summers coming on at noon tomorrow to talk about the Prince Andrew, Virginia video that the FBI is threatening to release. I spoke to Ryan Dawson about it, spoke to Kirby about it. They said it's huge news, and it adds to the sinister timing of Virginia's unaliving. So Kirby's got something to add to that. And then we've got Charlie Robinson, who's not been on in months, is going to be covering all these subjects at 6 p.m. tomorrow. So we've possibly got 2 phenomenal guests coming back tomorrow. Hope to see you then. And Ron's going to be covering more Diddy trial live as well today. Tomorrow he did a phenomenal job today, and he's going to keep that going. All right.